mixed motives at this point.
It's for the people.
Is it? Is it though?
You always say that. Every time I respond with "he's for the people," you say, "Is he or they or?" Yeah.
Clearing
you
out
said
a
it-
mine doesn't seem like it's for the people.
Well, my concern, he had this whole explanation about the economy and whatnot, but
Yes.
the mine was abandoned in the first place. So how do we know there's even anything down there of value? Like,
My concern.
it doesn't seem to me that if there were value down there, the trade houses and/or the lords would not have already wiped out whatever these creatures are.
I honestly understand where Faldir's coming from. He's starting to sound more and more like one of the people that runs the trade houses, that has an ulterior motive. After meeting with Lady Anika, I understand that.
I think he says for the people because it's more appealing, not
Yeah.
because that's his true motive.
Right. Did you notice anything off about him, Faldir?
I didn't. He just seemed very evasive about everything he was saying. I feel like if he were honest with us, I mean, even if I would be fine working with him if he was with the trade house, as long as he told us that's what he was doing. But the fact that he doesn't even want to tell us who he works for, that seems to speak volumes.
He's for the people.
Not for the people.
Yeah, like at one point, he effectively likened telling us who he was working for to us telling Lady Anika. So either he has a way higher opinion of us, or there's something bigger going on.
Yes.
Milo did not follow that.
But he nods anyway. Mm-hmm. Perhaps.
Perfect.
So, what if we do this job to stay in good standings with the people and try to dig deeper into what Thanik may be up to?
I'm okay with that as a possibility.
I want to know more about the history of this mine.
Yes. And it also is the job that pays the most of the ones available to us right now.
Does
Because,
it? No?
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
The Knoll
We
one
could get
did.
1100,
yeah, potentially, that's true.
but we have to kill people.
And that
Well, we have
one's
to
like
kill
the most
something either
dangerous.
way.
We also have to buy all the supplies for it, whereas the mine is much closer.
That one's like a 2-day trip, right?
That's nothing.
That is a possibility. I was thinking we could also potentially do the work for the Lord of Altaruk with the epithet that we then attempt to throw a wrench in the plan of whatever slave trade happens to be going afterwards, because we can gather more information from that after we get in better with that trade house. Or we could do the work for Lady Anika that doesn't seem particularly sinister in any light that we can tell at the moment.
I don't want to get it
It's
in
actually,
better.
I was most suspicious about it before, but after looking at all this, I'm like, shit, that's actually okay in comparison to what we've got now.
Yeah.
I don't want to get in any better with any trade house that's dealing heavily in slavery.
That's fair.
I don't.
It's not particularly appetizing to me either.
They're bringing slaves to the. Hang on.
Are there any... Is there any possibility of finding a trade house or organization that condemns their actions that would be willing to fight against them, where we could set a trap for them along the road or something?
Potentially, but that's a long ways away, and we need to gather
That
more
is...
We don't have
talking
those
about what our-
connections.
yet. I'm talking about our plans right now, today. What we're going to do, technically 8 days from now. But
We've agreed to 2 jobs. Well,
Yes.
we won't do one, but we should do the other. And it's for the people.
I mean, I'm willing to do that job if that is what we decide. I still think we should be wary of Thanik at this point. A lot of
Very well.
typing going on.
Yeah, I know.
Probably just benign health.
Prepping
things.
for inspiration next week.
So much typing.
Okay. So, is there any reason not to do this job for Thanik?
No.
Could be bad later down the road. That's really the only thing, and it's not something we know 100%. So,
Do we know any of the jobs 100%?
we do not.
Okay. Of the available work, this appears to be the most clear-cut. I believe, was this city not a mining city? There's the speculator shop.
It
Is
was,
that not-
yes. It was a mining city, but there's still a lot of question, and it's pronounced speculated, but that's fine.
Oh.
Are you speculating?
I think it's speculating if you use it in that. Is it?
Thank you.
That is a
Oh
rather
my god, it was someone, not me!
peculiar observation.
Just keep your hand on that.
Dennis
You're
just
gonna
had
get
to
it
sing there. Anytime we say something, just
But it's like Strasser said, if there was still a profit to be had down there, the trade houses or someone would have done something about it before now.
so there must be
This
some-
could also weaken an overall standing with all of the trade houses, so this seems to accomplish our goals the best, regardless of ulterior motives.
Unless Thanik works for a trade house.
In which case we kill him.
Maybe not that far, but it depends. It depends on a lot of things. But yes, I'm
That
perfectly
wasn't a
fine.
no.
I'm perfectly fine with whatever it is you guys would like to do in this situation. I'm just helping to lay the cards out on the table as best I can.
I know. I got it.
Do we have a good hand for now?
reference to playing cards.
There it is. I looked.
I didn't
I
want
looked
to,
towards
but
where Dennis is
everyone
on
was
my
so
Skype
expecting
screen, like-
for it.
Yeah,
It's
now
like,
now
okay.
we come to. It's like our goal is to get that.
No, I'm taking it away. I'm not doing it anymore.
Good. 'Cause that's not my goal. I just get it anyway.
That's true.
I know Milo really wants to work for Thanik, and I'm okay with that, if that's what we go with. I think Lady Anika is okay too, and in comparison to the things that we're also in bed with at this point. I think working for the Lord is probably the lowest on the list. What are your opinions? What would you like? Strasser or Tasik? What's...
I mean, like I said, I wanna know more about this mine and its history, because I think if we find out more about it, that could potentially, one, lead us to whoever Thanik is working for,
Yes.
and two, at least hopefully reveal some of whatever web we're wandering into here. The other options, I mean, I think the caravan is a safe option, but I don't know that just piecing out with a caravan is going to help us at all in the long run. I mean, what do we do once we get to Balak? We don't know anybody there. I have my parents there, but
Hey.
What? You
Interesting.
lived in Balak?
yes.
That's cool.
Cool story, bro.
Neat. They have really good taffy.
No, but I think
Yeah, you're starting to
It
feel it
doesn't-
now, aren't you, Sean? Now you're starting to feel it on this end.
it doesn't actually get us anywhere besides out of Alterac, which I don't know is
I might
our
assume
goal.
that they'd probably be able to get us back if we want to.
Potentially. We don't know. We know nothing about this caravan. We don't even know
That's
when it leaves. Has it
because
left
I
already?
Probably not. I don't know that for sure, but I feel like somebody would have come and gotten us if it was leaving, or at least to see what our thoughts were on whether or not we were going. But I mean, I can get more information. I just told Anika that I wanted to confer with you guys before. That's what we were deciding on for sure. Before I
It's
agreed
true.
to do it.
I
Well,
was there.
can we get more information?
Yes, I
without-
was going to go talk to her in the morning.
Well, but can we do that without saying we're going to do that for sure?
I'll find out. If she doesn't give us information, then I'll tell her we're not doing it, I guess. And hopefully I don't die in the process.
Do you want me to go with you? I feel like I really helped negotiations last time.
You know what? Having somebody in armor with a weapon by my side, probably not a bad plan.
It
Oh.
shall be done.
I'll stay back then.
Because you don't have armor.
Milo and I are gonna go dancing again.
Yeah, we'll go dance.
You have a bigger
Our party
weapon.
might be dead.
Meanwhile,
Our heads are being put on spikes.
no, there's like the red wedding throat slit and like
Yeah.
blood everywhere.
And every now and then it just cuts to Shasta and Milo dance.
Mhm.
Yep.
It's
It's cinematic night.
Good times.
Yeah, I think our plan for now needs to be insert more information.
Yes.
Okay, so we'll research the mine. Is that in books? We'll find out about the mine, and then we'll also.
I think
Milo,
you should
can you
take
even
Strassa
read?
with you.
Whoa. Like books?
Yes, like books.
No.
Neither can I. So we cannot start with books.
What?
What are
I mean,
books?
I can.
Wait.
He's really
I
far
know.
back in this.
I can read books.
What?
I have 13 intelligence.
Nice!
I I rolled really well on everything.
Damn.
I'm impressed. Calling me impressed. I would not have guessed. Like, he says this, and I'm just like, okay. Apparently,
No,
having to read.
I have an 8 intelligence, so
Damn.
And that's one of your higher stats, I imagine.
You were, yeah, Tasek, you were trained to read like orders and stuff sent up from
Yeah.
certain higher
that
ups
makes
in your previous occupation.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't seen many books, so maybe that's okay. But we need to find something out about the mine.
Bricks are better than books.
We'd go, yes, obviously.
You can't build a wall with books, and if you do, it's not nearly as strong.
I wouldn't.
yeah. Do you Milo? Do you think your what's his face that trained you would know more about what was mined there, since he works with metals and
Oh.
stuff?
You mean Master Sachet?
Yes.
Perhaps he will be willing to impart some wisdom.
Maybe we could go there.
He is
and chat
very
with him.
wise. Yes. Okay. Yes, we'll do that. Good.
All right. So, party meeting convened.
Yes, I think that pretty much covers what we were planning.
So tomorrow, Faldir and I shall go to
Nika.
Lady Anika, and then you guys will go to Sachet.
Master Ratchet Sache, yes. With a hatchet.
All right, come on, guys. Like, seriously, pump the brakes
That's-
a little.
I didn't do it.
That's bad shit.
Wasn't me.
Like, it's just been a lot this session.
I stopped like 20 minutes ago. Don't look at me.
I know. But just tap the brakes a little. I would like to play D&D at some point in between the punts. Anyway,
That's clever.
so
Alright.
the sun slowly sets, and we see sort of like an outline of a man staring at a cactus. As night falls, and then the sun rises again, but the outline remains constant. You guys, after having a night's sleep, kind of hiding a little bit from the crowd, a little uncertain of the loyalties of the people around you. What do you guys do?
Well, I need to go to my midnight rendezvous.
Oh, that's right, I forgot.
Mhm.
I care deeply about your character. So,
I know.
you head out into the night. Yeah. So you're gonna make your way over to the Elven Market.
Yep.
Okay. As is sort of often your way, you kind of make your way out into the darkness. That wasn't what I wanted. That's a different song.
That was real dark.
That was a little heavy. But I know which one I want. I will find you. So you make your way on out into the Elven Markets. There's the same people that you're accustomed to seeing sort of shuffling around. But maybe this time you have a little more sort of tension, a little more sort of alertness of what's around you, as you know that maybe things aren't as smooth as they seem on the surface. But as is the orchestrated meeting place, you find a man in a green hood, smoking a pipe, waiting for you as you make your way through the market.
Okay. Okay, so do I just give you the blowgun then? Or how do we do this?
It's much harder for me to work on it without it.
I figured, yes.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Alright. He takes the blowgun and he kind of holds it out and looks at it. He nods and he says, this'll do.
Right. 3 days, right?
And then it's done. He pulls on his green cowl a bit and pulls it a little bit further. See you soon.
Yep.
And he sort of wanders off. You kind of sort of begin to wander, and you don't know if it's paranoia or if maybe you're just starting to notice that people are watching, right? Not overtly, but a gaze that lasts a little too long here or there, a sort of curiosity, and you feel, at least in this place, where there are more with vested interests in this and that have a heightened curiosity about you as you make your way. And so,
Can I
yeah, what's up?
make sure I'm like not being followed or anything like that? You know, assume a perception check, or am I just not?
I'll say you can roll. It's basically going to be a charisma. Are you proficient in stealth?
Nope.
Okay.
I've got a high stealth score, but I'm not proficient in it. No.
Okay, roll me basically a. It's gonna basically be like a stealth check, but it's charisma is the stat, right? Because you're kind of slip through the streets and stuff.
So like just a straight charisma roll then.
Yeah.
Oh hey,
I can't see it. What is it?
It's
it's a nat 20.
yeah.
Okay, my computer's locked up on me.
Okay, that's okay. That just means the nat one's coming for the death save.
Oh, yeah.
Or the weapon, the new blowgun probably.
Probably.
There's a kind of moment where you kind of, adjust your traveling cloak and kind of hunch over and you turn quickly down a corner and then move down another, and you kind of look back and you feel confident that you've been able to sort of bleed away into the shadows. as you make your way back to the place where literally everyone knows you are at all times.
Yep. But I trust them.
Yeah. So that's your little adventure. The sun rises. The following day. The cactus still stands. Yeah, and it's time for you guys to go on y'all's merry adventures. So, who would like to go first, and who's going where?
Milo, I assume, has to lead the way to
Yeah.
Master Satchet.
I'll take a sachet word.
Okay, I follow.
So I was so pleased with what you wrote in the chat, and then your party ruined it. I was. So okay, sure. So you guys are headed off there. We can start there if you want.
Sure.
Okay. So yeah, so you guys make your way on over to the city. Do you guys want to maintain sort of a secret information thing, or do you guys want to listen in on this interaction? Okay. That means you too, Tassie. You have to take off your headset.
Okay.
Okay. So the two of you make your way to this fella here. He looks up at you, and he has a warm smile as you approach Milo, as you've been working with him for some time. He's pulling a set of bricks out of the oven, basically, and he says, "Ah, Milo, you're here early."
Master Satchet.
He bows in a way that, seems more practiced than a bricklayer should be at bowing to people. But yeah, he does so.
Sharasa awkwardly looks at Milo and does like a half bow, really confused why we're bowing to a maker of bricks.
Master Satchet, this is my friend, Shrasa. We have come to seek your guidance and your wisdom. We have a difficult choice ahead of us. Any help you might be able to give us would be greatly valued.
He kind of nods and he says, well, it's a pleasure to meet you, friend of Milo. He's a great student, one of my best I've ever had, I would say."
Milo beams.
He's a pretty good friend.
Mm-hmm. And he kind of like, yeah, and he kind of like looks at Milo and kind of tries to give him like kind of like a wink kind of deal. Strong, hardy guy, good stock.
Yeah.
He nods and he looks over towards you, Milo. "So what is it you need, friend?"
Outside the northern gate to the west, along the mountains, there's a mine that's overrun by creatures, hedgekin. I was curious, we were curious, if you knew anything of this mine and how it became overrun and why it's never been reopened.
He says, yeah. I mean, I don't know a ton. I know that used to be a mining place. My family came here a generation or two ago. Must have been about two now I think about it. My father wasn't first. My grandfather used to work with the materials they'd get from the mine, something to help make, some of the stone buildings you see around here. Things like that. Sell off some obsidian that could be extracted. Stuff like that. He says, I hear the wastes took it, Too much wild things out there. These hedgekin, they the dirt people?
Yes.
Yeah, my grandma used to tell, boogeyman stories if I didn't finish my meal or something like that, or I didn't, drink all my water. And
I see.
Do you know anyone who might know more about it?
He says, I mean, I don't really get around much. I guess they got that, speculators. They might know something, I guess. I mean, maybe some of them still try to get some extract that they can get out of there. I don't really know. He says, we're kind of tied to the city a bit, you know, now. Kind of get what we can from traders and such. It's, you know, not easiest to try and juggle between these trade houses. They're all trying to screw you, especially if you're not working for one of them, you know. If you're not one of their guys. So it goes.
Would I know whether the speculators are like Wastewalker type people, or if they're like a guild somewhere, or?
I mean, have you visited them a lot?
No, that's why I'm asking.
You know, it's like a shitty rundown video. Sean, I can see you shaking your head no. Like, yeah, you, I mean, you know, it's like kind of a really shitty rundown building, right?
Okay.
Where it's like only like weird people will occasionally travel or something, or somebody who might need like a pick or something.
Okay.
But it's not like a super popular place.
Okay.
That is very helpful, Master Satchet. We will seek more information from them.
You hear a voice from behind you. Milo! And little feet running towards you.
Idris!
This little boy, sort of this straw-like sort of brown hair, runs up and hugs your leg. Hey, buddy!
Hello, my friend.
He's like,
How are you?
He's like, how's my favorite younger student doing?
Training hard. Hopefully one day I'll be as skilled as you.
Maybe one day I'll be as strong as you. Arrgh.
Stronger even. I'm sure of it.
Yeah, so, the Satchet kind of says, hey, didn't I tell you to go get some more supplies? And he goes, I did, I got them, all of them in the cart now. Alright, good job, I'm gonna go. You know how it is, I gotta get back to work.
Master
Understandable. Thank you.
Satchet. Thank you so much, Master Satchet.
Yes.
I will return shortly.
Of course.
Continue my training.
Of course. I look forward to seeing
I just
you
turn and
later.
start to leave and start pulling Milo
And he,
as he's bowing.
he looks over towards you, Strauss, and he's like, and of course, you know, it's a pleasure to meet you as well. Any friend of Milo's a friend of mine.
I appreciate that.
He nods and goes off to go get supplies. He kind of tussles the little boy's hair and makes his way. Alright, so that's y'all.
Idris is becoming my favorite character in Dark Sun.
Yeah? You have a lot of characters that you like.
So cute! He's so
Idris.
stinking cute!
My little buddy.
That's right. Alright, so you guys take off your headsets while everybody else goes on their adventures.
Yo.
Bye.
Hey! Man, that Tessic. Look at him. Just look at him. I don't know how to extract. Hey, yeah, you motherfucker, over here.
Hey, that guy.
Yeah, there he is. Jeez. Alright, so what are you two gonna go get up to?
I'll go see Lady Anika
Okay.
and get a bunch of daggers in her back, probably.
Yep.
You know,
Exactly.
Okay, I have 5 spears in my back already.
That's okay.
good, good.
They will not protect you. But no, yeah.
Fuck.
You guys make your way on over to House Anika's sort of good old sort of headquarters kind of deal. It's certainly nicer than where you guys tend to stay, you know. So there's that.
beginning to wonder if everywhere is nicer than where we tend to stay.
100% of
Sensing a
places
theme
are
here.
nicer. You guys show up and it's got fairly well-adorned guards who are well-equipped as well. You can see on the sides of the building there's a big green flag with a sort of golden sphere, sort of orb in the middle of it, right? That of which are on all sides of the building. You wander on in and there's a secretary there. You see it's a young man with dark black hair tied back into a ponytail. Oh, hello. How are you? He takes his quill and puts it down as he was currently copying something at the time.
We're doing well. Can we see Lady Anika, please?
Might I ask who's calling?
Faldir of the Sundered Blade.
Oh, of course. And he stands up and he goes back, and you can see he goes through the beads as established previously into the back way. And you can hear some angry shouting. Just, you dare to interrupt me again? Please, ma'am, it's... and this sort of thing. Cinnamon. She'll be right with you. Go on ahead.
Okay.
She seems like she's in a good mood.
Yeah, this is gonna go well.
Okay. You guys walk on in, and you see y'all's best friend, Andiama Anika. No, I'm sorry, not Andiama. That's a different person.
I was about to say, that didn't sound like her first name.
Ronis. She's got the black hair, right, and the shaved sides of her head, right. She's wearing these sort of very form-fitting leathers, and has a lot of like sort of rough tattoos sort of across her arms right now, and you can see one kind of creeping up her neck a little bit. There's sort of like right now, like she seems to be a bit frazzled. And you can see that the tattoo on her neck, like on the lower part of her neck, is like a blade, but it's like part of it goes into the neck, and then you see the point of it sort of tattooed coming out the other end.
Whoa.
Right. But it's very sort of crudely done. It's not very artistic. In this sort of regard. And she has this hair that's usually tied to a ponytail, but there's quite a few strands that have sort of slipped away and are dangling over her face, and she's standing up over this massive table that she's leaning over, and you can see that she's got like scrolls unraveled everywhere, and she looks up at you. Welcome back. So, if you had enough time to ponder.
Kind of. It turns out we need more information. I'm sorry if we're interrupting anything important. What is the time frame on this job?
She says we'll be leaving on the 11th.
All right. Unfortunately, we have another job that we've taken and will not be able to escort you.
With who?
With someone.
So you're going to turn away one of my jobs again for someone.
Different person, actually, but yes.
And why do they take precedent?
The task that they've given us is a fair bit closer. It won't take us far from the city.
She says, is it a payment issue?
No, it's not an issue of payment. It's simply a matter that my comrades don't wish to leave the city that we've come to know so well. Or of some far-off quest at the moment. I personally was all for it, but it is a democracy.
Far-off quests pay much better.
It's true. A point that I was keen to show them, but alas.
The The Silt Runners are only the first half. The second half will pay better.
I see. And what is this mysterious second half?
Nothing to get your hands too dirty over. Just... I need things to go smoothly. And should things get rougher, then I would pay quite well for someone to smooth out those rough edges.
I see. Well, I feel as though my friends' minds are made up, but if you were to give me a number that I could go back to them with...
I rub my hand on some leather.
Okay, I was drinking.
It was
Shit!
it was this thing right here.
I see. Okay.
can't
I was real
make it.
concerned for a moment.
No, I would have totally claimed it otherwise.
That was quite the interesting number.
I would have claimed it otherwise. But she says, I would have to be certain after conferring with my sister, but for now, she says, how about an additional 400 for my sister's protection, and should a task need dealing, 400 more.
Okay. I'll present that to my party, and if you don't see us, assume that we haven't taken the job.
She nods. She looks up at you behind the bit of hair that's fallen in front of her face with this sort of dark look, and she goes, "Oh, don't worry. I'll see you."
I figured as much.
Bullshit.
Nice speaking with you as always, Lady Nika.
Take your leave.
And we do.
All right.
Good. I always wanted to make enemies. It's a good time. My favorite thing to do.
Listen, you can't make everyone's friend. Only Thanet can do that.
I get the feeling that's not true. I feel like
But
Lady
we're of
Anika
the
would not be
people.
very friendly with Danik. I picture this. Oh,
I was taking
Danik
a
who sent you
BuzzFeed
out?
quiz,
Oh, why
sorry.
didn't you just say so?
So,
What was
Did
the
you
result?
believe the results?
yeah.
What?
Could you believe the results?
I'm only halfway through. They're supposed to guess my major based on my ideal dorm room. Anyway.
That's weird. That's a weird and aggressive way to stereotype.
I know. That's why I wanted to take it.
But whatever. Slytherin for life.
Ravenclaw. But anyway, yeah, that was good. It's a good
So
time.
you guys meet back at the best tavern in town.
Damn right.
And then after you leave that area to go to your bar,
Yep.
you
Well played.
you gather around a table, and each of you having had a little adventure. That's it. That's the setup you get.
All right.
So, what did we learn?
That lady's a bitch.
Oh.
Yes, I wasn't talking about you. I was there for that.
I
Well,
wasn't.
now I want to
But
know
you
more
don't
about.
disagree.
Now
Oh,
I
I
want
don't.
to know more about your adventure.
Yeah.
Well, we
She's gonna kill us.
What?
well, that's a possibility. Yes, she's
That,
gonna.
what?
So,
I-
I told her we weren't taking the job, which we agreed on, and she tried to pay us more money to take the job. And it sounds suspiciously like she's expecting us to have to murder someone, or something along those lines. And I don't know about you, but I'm okay with not taking that job. And if it makes us
I-
an enemy, then so it goes.
But
Yeah.
what about you think she might kill us?
Well, it was in subtext. She didn't directly threaten us, but
She's gonna see us without any provocation.
that's an interesting way of phrasing it. But yeah, if you want to take her exact words, that's what she said. I told her that if we weren't taking the job, we probably just wouldn't speak to her again before the caravan leaves, which is, by the way, on the 11th, so there's no way we can do both jobs.
But you found out more about what it was. It's a murder.
Not exactly, no.
She
said she was paying
Sorry.
us 400 to go, and if something rough happened, if there was a situation that was going to get rough, that she suspected, we would have to smooth it out for her. And if we smoothed out that situation for her, she would pay us an additional 400 gold. She did not give us any specifics as to what situation it was, which leads me to think that,
Why is everyone opposed to specifics?
because they don't want us to know what we're doing.
because we have 4 hours to play. Sorry.
Come on, guys.
Oh. I see. Okay.
So, I mean, if you guys want to take that job and not make an enemy, we can do that, but we might not. I mean, I guess there isn't really a time limit on clearing out the mine, is there?
But if Thanik finds out that we take that job, that would be a bridge burned. He's made it pretty clear he doesn't want us working with houses if we're to continue our friendship with him.
Yeah.
Well, we found out that there used to be a mine, but then it got overrun by monsters.
Yeah, he
No, I
said
feel like I heard that story somewhere.
he said
Satchit
that
was very wise.
he said that they used to extract stone and obsidian, but that it was just taken by the wastes. That there wasn't any particular like big event or anything that caused it to be overrun.
I see.
He said the
Speculators.
Venon's,
They have more information.
Venon's place might have, yes.
Right. Well, probably couldn't hurt to gather as much information as we can. Like we do every time before we go out into the desert.
But
I like that you're so pleased with that joke. You had to put your hand over your mouth to fight.
yeah.
Yep.
Yes. Well, perhaps then we could check with
Speculators, yes.
yes, and see what they know of the mine's collapse,
Yes.
abandonment.
We should go there, and assuming it's not late at night at this point, we could go there right now, for instance.
Why
Yes,
not? Let's do it.
Let's do that.
I agree.
We
Do that.
go to Venon's speculators.
Alright. Man, I gotta pull up all my info.
That's right. Look at all these
I know,
NPCs.
look at all
we
these
meet.
NPCs we're
Look
interacting
at
with.
we're doing the
I
thing.
forgot what
We're
they're
Never
doing
would've
things.
guessed.
Yeah.
I forgot what they're all like now. I forgot.
Look
It's
at it.
just
We're
deleted the-
doing the information.
They're like in an old archive file on a zip disk.
Yep. Alright. So, you guys head your way on over to Venon Speculators. So it's a small building. And as you kind of step through, you can see that it's a largely abandoned shop. Dust and sand have collected on every surface. There's some mining equipment that's stuffed inside of it, but it's like largely abandoned. The handles are rotten and things of this nature. And as you stand there, there's no customers. As you do see a dwarf who's kind of leaned up against like a wall. You can see he's got like a small table in front of him, with some like mining equipment on it, some picks and some like a lamp kind of deal in front of him, and he's leaning against the wall, and he's currently sleeping. Kind of a bald guy, short, definitely very old, a lot of wrinkles across his face. His skin is paler than most. He's kind of he's definitely a fat kind of guy. He's definitely got a lot of girth to him. Yeah, that's what you guys see as you kind of look around.
Excuse me, sir.
Hello, friend!
I don't have any money.
Oh, we're not here to rob you.
Neither do we.
I have money.
What? Who are you?
My friend, we are the Sundered Blade. We're a group of waste walkers.
You sound like
We heard-
you're here to rob me.
You don't have any money.
Promise we're not, and you don't have any money. So,
That's true.
doesn't matter if we were.
He takes like the rotten pick and kind of pulls it closer towards him.
Damn.
So, we heard talk that there is a mine outside of town, and we were wondering if you could give us some more information on it.
Yes, the mine.
It's like this dream sequence as you fantasize about the shape of the mine.
Yeah.
The mine.
Yeah, my grandfather.
Yeah, like
He took me there once when I was small. He said it was gonna grow and become a beautiful thing. Tragedy.
what happened to it?
Same thing that happens to everything here. The wastes corrupted it. We dug and we mined, and my family mined, and something happened. The mines begin to be attacked by these. There's a deeply and greedily, you motherfuckers. It's like I knew it.
The second you heard the click, you knew what happened.
I knew deeply and greedily was the thing. He says, monsters from the very earth itself came pouring out, wielding psionic and some sort of earthen abilities. They smashed every tunnel, and we tried. My father and his father tried to hold it, but they couldn't, and people got desperate. The mine began to fail, and so they turned to the trade houses for resources. And soon enough, they could do it efficiently, and they forgot the independence of the mine. They forgot the beauty of the stone. Raw stone, pulled from the earth by your own hands. So I still study it, mastering the art, and one day I'll be back in that mine. One day.
That day may come soon.
Your words have moved me.
I too have a passion.
I am but a simple bricklayer.
I am also a man. Yes.
That's right. I'm a man of the people, as I say.
That's right. Is there a reason none of the trade houses have gone to the mine? Tried to clear it.
Be expensive, I'm sure. You'd have to fight off these monsters, and we don't know how many there are, I guess. It's a travel through the waste, and you could just ship it with a large caravan. There aren't too many craftsmen here anymore. Most of these buildings are as old as I am. There's still a few, but it's not what it was. It's not the hope that it was, you know?
But, will you excuse my friends and I for just one moment?
You're gonna make fun of me?
No.
No. Oh, no.
You think I don't know people laugh behind my back? Alright.
We have the utmost faith that the mine may one day be reopened, my friend.
This is some sort of joke, okay? Very funny. You've made your point.
Well, but no, it's not. But one moment. Hello.
You just turned to the others.
Yeah, I just turned. Guys, I
It
think
shouts.
Yeah.
guys, I think we should do it. I think we should clear the mine. This
We're
dwarf
going to.
I would say I think that's our
words.
game plan anyway. I just
And Thanik, you can't argue that what this dwarf says. A seasoned league. I mean, this is definitely for the people.
I still debate that, but that's fine.
It's for
Okay.
this person, at least.
Yes,
this-
it
for
is
this
good for
person.
this man at the very least. It's true.
It's
Yes,
for the person.
he seems nice though.
Let's go.
I like him. All right, okay. Turn back to him. We shall clear the mine, restore it to glory.
Really? Why?
We are of the people.
You know, Sunder Blade, you said?
Yes.
But yes,
I've heard people talking about. Said. He said you spit in the eye of that bug.
yes, we did that.
All of us. We took turns.
An assembly line.
I'm gonna pretend you didn't say that.
Retconned.
Yeah, there's a lot of that this session. And he says, they said you were working for the people. But you weren't just beholden to any trade house. I didn't believe it. Thank you.
Hand on his shoulder. Need to thank us.
He says, this... What I do, this is my focus.
We will see the mine cleared, and then this
The
house
speculators.
it will be restored to its former glory of your family.
He says, thank you. I'll name the first shaft after you.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Really? Yeah, probably.
I'm not gonna do it! I'm not gonna do it!
Trying to show
You
restraint,
just
Dennis.
yelled at me for it!
Well, no, it's the shit-eating grins I see across that I'm making fun of.
I
Everyone's like,
smirked. I didn't.
he said,
Lols.
he said shaft.
I mean, all right.
I don't know what you want from us.
Yeah, you're asking too much at this point.
Yeah, don't set the bar too high, man. Lower your expectations.
All right.
Yes, well, good. Thank you for your information. Yes.
The Sundered Quarry.
Thunder Quarry?
Sundered.
Thundered. I'm not mad at it.
Got a nice ring.
Thank you. No,
We'll
leave. Shoot, I must prepare. I have to. And,
must
and
away.
He starts like, and like the dust just there's like a
Yes.
puff of dust.
Skulls fly and like pieces of flesh go.
He kind of like
Wheeling away.
blows out this this dust, this poof of dust and sand that like fills the air now as he starts trying to frantically organize a shop that of which has not been organized in forever.
Nice.
And that sort
Aw.
of thing.
All right.
Go back to the bar at this point, I assume.
Yeah. I feel good about this.
What was that NPC's name?
That's what I was just going to ask. Did we get his name?
Well, I
He was-
mean,
I was
I
gonna
think-
have him tell you, and he was like, "You think I don't know people make fun of old?" And you're like, "No, not at all." And I'm like, "Okay,
I'm gonna call him Venom.
you can." But you guys never got his name.
I didn't think so, and I was going to ask, but now we're back at the bar.
Well,
What was that dwarf's name? No, no.
well, good.
Should we go
No.
get provisions?
It's still early yet. I mean, this is what we've still got like 7 days, don't we?
7 days.
Yes.
I mean,
we
we
still
can
have.
fast travel through the days, right?
Yeah.
Scott,
I thought we were
training.
actually gonna sit here for the whole.
Yeah. Just the rest of the session. Just well. Chris, how are you doing? Shut up.
That is exactly what Chris would say in that circumstance.
Buy a
would
drink
say-
or leave me alone.
Yeah, I would say we could probably fast forward. I don't have anything left to do other than lay some brick.
Yeah.
I get my blowgun.
Oh yeah.
I'm fine.
I mean, nothing fancy happens when you get your blowgun. You get it.
I know, I just get it. I'm like, ah!
Exactly.
Oh.
We notice suddenly you have like a dope ass pimp cane.
Yeah, I start walking like I have to lean on this cane all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Thing that happens.
You just assume you did
which
some
is
shit with
probably
slime.
not horribly inaccurate.
Yeah,
So-
you probably found some dead creature and went to harvest
yeah.
something, and
And
yeah,
it broke my leg. Like its
And obviously,
jaw
yeah.
spasmed and snapped my leg in half. Exactly. Yep.
like you do.
I did almost pull out an old like Warhammer 2nd Edition chart for like injuries that would happen that I was gonna do for if you got like crit, and it's like you're like it's like you got and you roll to see if you got hit in like the leg or the torso or whatever, and it's like some of it's like your knees ache whenever 24 hours before it rains. But I guess it's not really a problem in Dark Sun, really.
Yeah,
Yeah,
our
your
knees are
knees will
fine
never ache.
forever. Yeah.
I feel like something worse should be happening to me right now, but I'm fine.
But some of it
And then one day your knees do ache, and you're like, "What the fuck?"
But some of it's like your foot is mangled and you have to cut it off and stuff and
Yep.
all sorts of stuff.
That sounds
There's
awesome.
a PC game that has that goes off that same table. Actually, it's a Warhammer game.
No, this is a different one. This is one that a trauma surgeon made because he felt the Warhammer one wasn't up to snuff. It's great.
I'm sure
Some
it's not up
underground
to snuff.
Warhammer shit right there.
Punctured spleen.
Mhm.
You get jaundice. I don't know how spleens work.
Yeah.
Have to eat double the food because she's digesting.
They don't work that way, but it was a good effort.
Something.
You tried.
I did.
I
Alright.
mean, you would eventually get jaundice if it makes you feel better.
Yeah, that does make me feel better.
All right.
That was
So anyway,
essentially correct.
so you guys just want to fast forward to the day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The day we would need to go get provisions.
Yes.
What day is
Although
that?
Eh.
The day before, probably.
it's the
Yeah.
day, it's the 8th day of Breeze, which would be.
Oh, here we go.
Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Imp? I want to go with Imp.
You are incorrect. No, I thought you guys were leaving on the 9th day.
We're leaving on the 9th day, but we're going the day before to
Okay,
get provisions.
Yeah. So you're getting the day before, so the 8th of Breeze?
Yeah.
Sorry, the
Yeah.
9th is Imp. The 8th is Lizard Man, unfortunately.
Damn it.
It's a really long day name. It just seems like it doesn't really roll off the tongue.
I'm sorry, foul deer. That it's not as cunningly done.
It has the same exact number of syllables as Saturday.
but it doesn't
Yeah,
flow as
but,
well.
but like,
What we're
it's got
saying-
like a Z in it, though.
What we're saying is you're a cunt, Sean. That's what we're all
You're not
saying.
wrong. I will not.
That's what we're all
That's
saying. Play the Too Many Cooks song. That's
Yeah.
So anyway,
Alright.
but it is Lizard Man.
Okay.
You guys just got spoiled by troll and orc and stuff. That's what happened.
That's right.
So anyway, so what's the so you guys are just gonna purchase food?
Yeah, because this. So
Or we're
did
gonna
we
get a
find?
Oh, right.
Well, maybe. Because did we find out how many days travel? Because I don't know that a pack animal in a cave is great. Did we find out how many
No.
days travel it is?
It's only like
rest?
2 days out, I believe.
That's
That's what he
2
said.
or 3.
I mean, I'll be our pack. I'll be our mule. That's
It's 2 days out.
all right. Yeah. No, we don't need a pack animal. Just food.
For a 4 or 5 day trip, yeah.
As long as we
Well,
don't find a skitter.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe we call it 6. A nice round 6 days.
Let's add a day.
Yeah.
Let's add
Yeah,
a day or
no,
two.
definitely. I would maybe add 2 days just
Mhm.
for safety's purposes.
Yeah.
Call it an even 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
An even 7.
Yep.
I like
That's the type of number that 7 is.
it. Well, I mean, Aaron likes 7, so it makes sense.
That's right. That's right.
All right, sure. So
Cool.
I won't beat you guys up on
Thank God.
on making. God, you hate her so much.
I hate her so much.
It's stunning the level, like, you guys have apathy towards very few NPCs. Most of them, it's like extreme hate or extreme love, and one of the two.
I wrote her name down and then I've since deleted it,
Wow.
so I don't have to remember it any longer.
That's unfortunate.
I've killed her memory.
Yeah.
Wait, is this the NPC I really like?
No, it's not
this is
Karina.
the
It's
Valley
like
Girl.
It's the Valley
dwarf.
Girl from.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh my gosh, like,
Yeah,
that's
she's
totally the
like-
type of meat that you need.
You guys need
Like-
some thanks.
She's really cool. I like her. she's. I mean, she's just a little. Oh, she's just.
Slime
She's just.
monster.
She's just a little basic, is all. Like it's not. It's not like she's a bad person or anything.
Got her Dark Sun
As
Uggs
far
on.
as far as you know.
Dark Sun Uggs.
Yeah.
There's some type
Look
of
at her.
beetle, I imagine. Probably still alive.
Pumpkin spice rank, just yeah.
Okay.
Oh God.
All right, yeah. So we get it's 6
7 days of
days.
supplies.
7 days is what I said. 7 days each. And how much? I forget the cost of what the rations are.
Hold on, I probably have it somewhere.
Let's
Is
see.
it 3?
Let's
I think
discover.
it's 3. 2 for the water and 1 for the food.
Let's
I
discover.
know that's the weight. I know the weight is. 'Cause I carry all that.
Milo knows the weight.
I know real well what the weight is. Like I got that.
I am keenly aware of the weight. By the way, Milo's constitution has increased. Everybody, he's a little more. He's
So whatever.
he's harder to hit, and and he's,
AC's up to 11. Cranked it up to 11.
yeah,
How'd your constitution go up?
because I made it
pity.
so.
Yeah.
Oh.
GM pity.
Because he has god awful rolls. He's basically a peasant that y'all brought with you and abused.
It just